According to the U.S. Census Bureau's American Community Survey, the district-wide median income among white, non-Hispanic people was over $135,000 between 2014 and 2018. Meanwhile, the median income among Latinos was about $75,000. A 2019 report by the Metropolitan Washington Council of Governments found a 21.3% gap in homeownership between white non-Hispanics and Hispanics. Welcome to Impact Moment, brought to you by DCTV. I'm Rebecca Burnett, and today I'm joined by the Interim Executive Director and CEO of the Latino Economic Development Center, which is working to give all DC residents an equitable chance at financial opportunity and stability. Welcome.
Thank you for having us. Thank you for having me.
And Marjorie, your organization helps families build financial assets and both find and maintain housing to address both of the problems that I just mentioned, but you also help aspiring business owners as well. Tell me about your small business services programs and what they were founded to do.
Sure. So we have two sides to our house. We have housing and small business services. On the small business side, we're offering advisory services, technical assistance, to folks who want to start businesses, expand businesses, or have existing businesses and they've come across a particular stumbling block. We focus on small, micro, minority-owned businesses. We also offer financing. And so we're providing folks with loans anywhere as small as $500 all the way up to $250,000, right? The idea being that someone comes in, their credit isn't in a state where any mainstream lender would even consider touching them. And we help build their credit. We help them establish, formalize it in a way that can help them transition from a lender like us, an alternative lender, to a mainstream lender.
And why is it, I know this is a very obvious question for you, but why is it so important to support Latinos and Hispanics to make sure that their businesses exist, that there is a diverse business sphere in the DC area?
Sure. So economies, obviously, and local government folks, politicians understand pretty well that they have to churn, right? And so what we're trying to do is we're just trying to light fires with financing behind ideas that can employ folks in communities, right? And so Latinos, whether the broader community understands this well enough or not, oftentimes we're seen as not native to, our communities, not native to the United States, that we are taking opportunities. But the reality is that, a lot of our client base are Latino immigrants, and they're coming here with a lot of energy and big dreams. And so we're helping them make those connections, helping them understand what's needed to launch businesses in the United States, provide them with the capital that they need to launch and expand. So it's really critical. It's critical to local economies and even broader economies to make sure that Latinos are getting the financing they need. They're employing their community members. So it's all a really nice, I would say, blanket or fabric, right, that we're threading into with Latino community members.
And in addition to businesses, you also work in housing, advocating to preserve affordable housing options. Tell me about how your organization is doing that as well.
Yeah, so what we found is, unfortunately, there are ways for landlords to unload buildings, right, and avoid certain fees and push folks out so that they can rent their units at higher rates, right? So we're working with folks on a variety of levels. We're helping tenants establish tenant associations. So we're building power among tenants and educating them on how to work together, how to become leaders in their communities, and helping them address the unsound conditions that they live in. And in doing so, it kicks off a process with landlords where some of them decide they're just going to sell their building, right? Which puts us on a new track with their tenants, which is then we're facilitating a process to help these tenants retain their affordable housing by giving them options, helping them understand that they can purchase the building themselves, or we connect them with third-party buyers that are willing to honor their affordable rents. And then the last piece of it is that as we're building their capacity to work with each other and organize, we're building these larger skills that are needed to change unsound policies, right? So We collaborate with other groups in the district that are interested in improving policy change. And so we're building these leaders that we find within buildings and help connect them to campaigns that are going on in the city to strengthen housing policy in the city in general. So it's, I would say it's like a three-prong approach to make sure that the affordability in the district remains as strong as possible.
And if anyone wants to get involved in either that advocacy work or getting some of those programs and your help, how should they find you, their website and the social media?
Sure. So our website is ledcmetro.org, and our social media handle, we're on a variety of platforms, is at ledcmetro.
Well, thank you so much for taking the time today. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
And thank you to our viewers for tuning in to this episode of Impact Moment. It's part of DCTV's nonprofit capacity building grants program, bringing meaningful media to the DMV's nonprofits that are making a difference. Find out more at dctv.org/grants and stay up to date with our latest productions on our live stream at dctv.org/live.